Welcome, welcome. What is going on, everyone? We are live. Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name is Odum. Today is Thursday, almost Friday, which is super sweet. And we are working towards building ourselves a company, a $1 million company, or at least a company that's going to generate us $1 million in revenue a year. How much would that company be worth? I mean, I guess it depends. I guess you'd get between maybe 2 and 10x what your average yearly revenue is, which would be pretty cool. Anyways, and that company, of course, is Pixel, which is a website. Basically, we build and manage Webflow websites for our clients. And we are creating a little bit of an offshoot here called Pixel Pieces, which is going to be a Webflow component and template library, which we're going to have different components and templates available for people to use. And what we've been doing and what we're going to be doing today, we're just going to continue on building or designing these components, because what we've been doing is we've been kind of designing them in Figma. So, and the thing that is, what's the word to use here, that I need to get out of my head is that there's like a million different components you can have for each different type of component, right? Like a different variant. So like the footer here, like there's so many different ways you can create footers. So I just kind of have 5 of them here, and then I think we're going to start with a few of them when we release our first product, and then we're just going to kind of grow from there to seeing which ones are popular, which ones aren't, so on and so forth. But what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be building out our pricing components. So we'll see how that's going to look. So yeah, we have our footer, and then we have our pricing. So one thing that we want to do, or at least that I want to do, is we just want to go on to Pixel Pieces right now, just so we can have a look at what we have so far for our pricing. And we just kind of want to basically copy this and kind of redesign this. And then this will be kind of our base one, and then we'll create a few other different variations as well, which are pretty common practice that you kind of see. So I'm just going to push this off to the side a little bit, and we're going to get started. So for this one, I don't think we have any pre-built components that we can utilize here. Toggles, accordion. No. Date picker, no. Breadcrumbs, not really. Tags, maybe tags. But that's probably about it. So this is all going to kind of be from scratch, which is fine. It's not going to be too difficult. Okay, so let's just call this frame pricing 1 just for now. Again, we're going to have some really cool names, but until we figure out what those cool names are going to be, we're just going to rename them or label them pricing 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. So we're just going to start from the top. We're going to have a layer for the status. Let's unlink it with this, and let's keep this. Well, we do know this one's going to be a heading, so let's just put this at a large heading. And let's zoom in here as well, so we can kind of get a good look at this. All right, this is the description for the bronze package. It might say which offers premium options or premium features without the premium price. Oh, that's bad. Okay, let's unlink that, and that's just going to be regular paragraph text size. I'll throw that there. And I'm actually going to put that in auto layout in a frame. Put that 0, and this is, we're just going to call it price tier description. Okay. We're gonna auto layout this text once we create the whole frame that's gonna go around the whole pricing table. Okay, so now we need to create the actual price. So let's just say $99. And I'm gonna unlink that. What size do we want to make this? That doesn't increase it, does it? Maybe something like this is good. Actually, can we go 16 times 4? That's way too much. 16 times 3, 48. There we go. And then we're going to put in the actual currency. Which we should bring that down to 14. And we'll bold it. Oh, I don't have colors here. We definitely need colors. And this one here. Oops. We'll go neutral 700. And yeah, we can keep that one as black. Okay. USD, and one more, which is like the frequency. This is per month. And going to be probably neutral 500. And not bold, just regular. So actually these two guys, oops, this one and this one going in its own layout. This is price details, I guess. And we're going to throw this space between, maybe 4. That might be too much. Let's try 2, maybe 0 even. Yeah, there we go. And layout is up and down, which is perfect. And then these ones here, another frame, and then this is a price. Space between, let's try it. Whoops, not 80, 87, just 8. Good. Maybe even less, actually. Let's try 4. Great. Excellent. Here is what you get. Okay. 18. Let's bold it. And now we just need, basically it's text, like a bullet point is what we need. So how should we do this? We definitely need an icon with the check mark. Let's have a look at our icons here. All right. So we have this one here, or we have this one here. This is the entire icon, or this is this is the full-blown icon, which we can have full-blown. And basically what I mean is the check mark is inside the circle, or we can take this one and put a circle around it. Maybe to maintain consistency, we can use this one. So let's copy this one. What I mean by consistency is the actual stroke of the icon, and keep everything, the circle and the check mark, the same. So let's go down to pricing and let's paste this. All right. Color. Yeah, we definitely need a better color for this. I mean, even for now, can we just even go like our blue color? So we're going to text. You're going to get advanced automations. Neutral. 16. Actually, we can just link it here to paragraph style. And Shift A for auto layout here. So this is a bullet point. I feel like we can actually make this into a component, eh? And if we make this into a component, let's see, what's the shortcut key? So that's the bullet point. But I also I would love to make the icon. If we go to the icon, create instance. I think this one might be it. So just icon. Create property. Okay. So now when I create an instance, oh, what happened? I just picked the one thing. Now in this one, I can change the icon quickly if I wanted to, which is cool. Oh, there's a check circle. I didn't even see that one. I don't know if I like that one better. Maybe I like this one better. Yeah, okay. All right, so we have that. And I guess we just make more. Let's just make more. Let's change the text here. Basic analytics. Custom dashboard. Mm-hmm. 50 interactions per month. I'm just making up stuff here. 100 gigabytes storage. And something like 5% transaction fee. Okay. So we take all these ones, Shift A, and this is pricing features, I think would be a good way to call this, a good thing to call this. So we have our title, description, price. Here's what you get. Features. And put that 12 pixels space between, which I like. And we need to put in a button. Insert instance. Make it regular. No icons. And we're going to call it get started. Boom. There we go. Very straightforward pricing. Nothing too crazy or complex about this one. And now, however, where's the button? I feel now that we're going to want to wrap everything up in its own little container here. So we'll do that. Shift A to put that as a frame. We'll just do pricing tier or price tier. Price tier. There we go. Okay, and as I change that, we can see that this isn't working. Okay, that's fill. This needs to be filled, but then I think this also needs to fill the container. There we go. Yeah, that's not going to make it overflow either. That one works. I don't know what to do about those guys. The pricing table is not going to go much smaller than that, at least just for this demo. So let's keep it here at 300 for now. Okay, so this price tier actually, we want to put a border around it. So let's give it a little bit of padding there. We want to give it a stroke. Nothing too powerful. Okay. That's not too bad. Browns and pricing tier. We can't change the size between these two. Can a little bit here. But we want this here to be a little bit different. So let's go price. This is just the price header. And then here, I think we have the price. We'll just say content. This also 12. There we go. That gives us good symmetry between all the elements. Okay. So that's very standard. Again, the thing that I'm really trying to consider here is, for the most part, these components are unstyled and undesigned. So that way you can, when you copy and paste these components into your Webflow, that you're going to be in charge of making it look and feel how you want it to look and feel. And my job and my goal with this is to give you the right skeleton and framework to be able to work your job much, much faster. So I got to keep that in mind. I think maybe eventually we'll end up, I'm pretty sure, but I mean, we'll see what the customer reaction is going to be once people start using the product. But my gut feeling is telling me that we're going to create components that are, number one, they're fully built. Well, obviously they're all going to be fully built, but they're going to be fully designed as well too. So if you want to take the exact design or maybe even just tweak the colors or what have you, everything is going to be there. And it would be really great to include custom fonts and things that you might not think of using before. But we need to see what the legal, not ramifications, but what the legal issues are when I'm using other creative products within my product. For example, using custom fonts and custom icons and all that kind of stuff. And what, like, am I allowed to resell it as part of a package? All those kinds of questions. But I think giving more tools to designers, I think, would be really, really fantastic, and get people that aren't designers building out amazing sites that look like, that they're a designer, or they're a professional, or whatever, right? So that's what we're working towards, and we're going to keep plugging away. So this one here, I don't know if I should, maybe I should just take the time to make like the other tiers. Oops, what did I just do there? Right, so that's basically going to be bronze, silver, and gold. Just as, this example. And I guess what we can do is we can change out the text a little bit, so it's a little bit more prominent. $4.99, whatever. Price doesn't really matter here. This is just dummy text. Silver is perfect for people who are more advanced than bronze, but and are looking for that additional functionality. Anyways, I'm going to go definitely, like I've been saying all along, we'll definitely be going over the copy and fixing everything to add our own personality to everything that's going to be on the component page. We're not going to have lorem ipsum. We're not going to have just even placeholder text. We're just going to have stuff that's like kind of funny. So like, I almost want it so that you want to read all the text that's within the components just to like get a laugh because it's funny. That's what I'm hoping. So like, whenever we're working and, you got deadlines, you have client expectations, you have bosses on you, whatever the case may be, sometimes your workday can just get really boring. So at least if you're, working with Pixel and then you're, cutting and pasting components, at least if you can have maybe a little bit of a chuckle and a smile, I think that helps. So we're not going to be afraid to put in our personality into these products, which is going to be nice. Okay. Gold is the most premium package. Premium package. Hey Brent, good to hear from you. How are you doing? Yeah, everything is going well here. Just plugging away. And we got 2 more days of designing things here in Figma and probably stuff over the weekend as well, but I won't be live streaming that. And then 1 week after that of putting everything that we've built in Figma into Webflow. And then the week after that, we're going to launch. So that's the timeline. That's what it's looking like. So just getting excited for that. And yeah, just want to rock and roll with this whole thing. And I've been saying this quite a bit lately is I need to get out of my own head and stop trying to think that I'm going to create like thousands of components off the bat that I just need to release with a good level and quantity of components that I'm happy with. And I feel kind of comfortable charging the price point that I'm going to charge. And then just building from that and building from feedback from customers, clients, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, going good is the short answer. And how's work going for you? How's everything going on your end? Gold is the most premium package that gives you everything you need to succeed, plus a little extra. What that extra is, I don't know, but hey. So silver, so you get everything in bronze plus this stuff. And here is everything in gold plus, oh wait, well, no, everything in silver plus. Everything's going well on your end. Good. That's good to hear. And future looks bright. I'm hoping so. Well, comment. Select that. There we go. Do I also plan on live streaming how you'll market things and your approach on that? 100%. Absolutely. That's, for me, I think that's what the whole, my whole vision for what this live stream is all the things behind the scenes and what it takes to build $1 million company. And unfortunately, I think it's been for the past few months, it's just been kind of this building phase where I'm actually just kind of building the product, which is fine. It kind of needs to get done. But I think what's really interesting is how the hell do you actually go out and get customers? What are you going to do for marketing? What are your different streams that you're going to put yourself into in terms of trying to get out there to clients? You know, how are you going to handle customer service? What about the finances and all that kind of stuff? How are you going to manage all that? So all the nuts and bolts that nobody really talks about. It's not really very sexy. Yeah, like I just want to, I'm definitely going to be showing all that and talking lots about that because I think that stuff's really exciting. It's cool here too in terms of, a lot of people are into Figma and Webflow, which is great. But the business side, I think that's what's really lacking, and I want to get into that. And I think it's hard. That's the whole point. It's like I don't know what it takes to build $1 million company, but I want to find out, and I'm just going to document the process. And I think a big part of it is going to be marketing. Is how, because when you build, like so many people build great products and have really great skills, but how do you get people to know about it, and how do you know that you're solving the right problem for the customers that you think you have? So it's finding the right product market fit. And how that's going to happen is going to be quite interesting. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Okay. So here you get, I don't know, premium automations, and you get maybe advanced, or say the detailed analytics. Of course you get a customer dashboard, but customer segmentation. Yep. Love this. Wish more people would be this transparent. Looking forward to see how you'll acquire customers. Me too. I can tell you right now, real quick, one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on is I'm going to be creating a new YouTube channel on Pixel, or just like a company YouTube channel. And I'm going to be publishing at least one video a week that's going to be an educational type video. So it's going to be like part of my marketing strategy is to teach people like how to build websites, how to use Webflow. Probably not Figma at this stage of the game, but just so that people that are wanting to learn how to build a website, that they'll find me, eventually on YouTube and be like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about or whatever. Oh, he actually has a product that can help me build websites. Maybe I'm going to check it out, whatever, right? So it's that slow burn of people kind of hearing me and trusting me and knowing that, that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to, building websites. So that's one strategy that's probably going to be my main strategy. But there's other things too that I'm thinking about, I'm working on right now, which I'm going to be talking more about in the in the coming weeks for sure. But that's a big one. Social media is a big one. And that's a long game because it takes a long time to, build up an audience, build up that trust, and build up that credibility and reliability. Those YouTube channels that you see that seems like they came out of nowhere and they're like, wow, this person's really popular all of a sudden. And it's like, yeah, they have this big, huge growth, but it took them like 3 years just to get there. Right. So that's a long game, but I do need more of a short game to get clients and customers quickly so I could, pay the bills. So there's going to be other things that I'm going to have to do that are hopefully are going to be helpful for getting customers in the door sooner rather than later. So yeah. And I'm always open to ideas. If you have any ideas or have any things that that have worked or whatever, or even things that you'd like to see me try, we could even run some experiments together. That would be really cool. If we can all kind of think of things that we can do that might work, then yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we could all experiment together. Maybe we'll talk about this on this stream. What short games are you thinking about? Paid ads? Already looking forward to those episodes. Yeah, and me too. Yeah, paid ads is one approach. Yes, I definitely want to see if I can figure out paid ads for sure. The next one is, I don't like this, but I think I don't like to do this, but I think it's something that I'm going to try to do to get out of my comfort zone, is doing a lot of, cold outreach to agencies and other, businesses that build websites for their clients, and just calling them and learning about what their process is and seeing where their pain points might be and seeing if there could be a fit for Pixel Pieces and using that to help them build websites for their clients faster, just to see how that works. And that might be more of not so much of trying to get customers right away, but trying to validate what the pain points are of my potential market or who I think could be my potential market. Because I see two distinct groups of people that could potentially benefit from Pixel Pieces. Number one is just a freelancer who just builds websites, for clients or whatever. There could be the designer that works part of a larger company or business. And then the other group, I guess maybe that's three groups, but then the other group would be an actual agency that just builds websites for clients, whether it's B2B or B2C or whatever. Just try to get into those guys, because those would kind of almost be like your more premium corporate type clients, where maybe there's some other kind of package or something that I can offer depending on what their pain points are. Because I know, for example, Rolando might not like this. I don't think he's here today, but he's big on WordPress. But I know a lot of people that are using WordPress, and a lot of clients or customers that I know, or not say customers, but users of WordPress who have had a WordPress site built for them. They don't like the interface. They find it clunky, and there's always kind of plugin issues and update issues. But an agency is just kind of tied into the WordPress ecosystem. Maybe trying to move them over to like a Webflow thing or a no-code solution to help them deliver a better product and a better experience for their clients. So there could be issues there. I don't know. It's just trying to explore it. So Rolando is here. So I know, because you're a WordPress fan and everything like that. And I listen, I like WordPress as well too. I was using it for like 10, 12 years. So it's really, really good. But sometimes for agencies, I know it can get bogged down if you're constantly dealing with so many different WordPress installs and what have you. But again, are people going to want to switch over their entire agency from WordPress to Webflow if they have dozens of clients or even hundreds of sites? That's a huge migration process, so it might not be worth it. I don't know. But then if a company can help with that migration process, maybe, I don't know, there's something there. Anyways, customer discovery. That's what we're going to be working on. Oh yeah, so you're not a fan, just what I learned to use for economic reasons. All right, so we'll, by the end of the year, we'll have you in a full-fledged like Webflow user in the whole Webflow ecosystem. Jeez. Oh man. Yeah. All right. So anyways, Brent, yeah, those are a few of the things that I'm thinking about off the top of my head. I think there's a few more things. So I don't know if you heard this when I was speaking about this before, but I'm in this accelerator program right now in Nova Scotia, and it's called Propel, and they take in a bunch of entrepreneurs and businesses, and they help them through different stages of their business to give them just basically help and coaching on like how to grow a successful business. I think their whole mandate is to to develop these unicorn companies, that could like have these 8-9 figure valuations and exits or whatever. So the further along you go, they'll probably help out with like angel investments and funding and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm part of that. Anyways, I'm part of that program, and there's lots of good insights that I'm getting with my coach back and forth in terms of how to validate the product once I launch and all the different things, the little sprints that we're going to be doing on like a week or even a 2-week basis. So all that stuff I'm going to be sharing here on the stream, which is going to be really good. I'm even kind of thinking every Monday is going to be like a whole new sprint. Like when it's like, okay, we're going to do a sprint this week because we're going to have, our hypothesis, some kind of assumption. And then we're going to perform tests to see whether it's true or not, and whether something is working or whatever, so we're going to be doing all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. Slightly off topic here, but are you integrating a toggle for pricing section to see yearly versus monthly? Oh yeah, that's actually a really good point. I actually don't have that here on my pricing right now, which is annoying. Why don't I have that? Oh, and I also see an actual typo as well on the website. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now I gotta check this pricing. I just noticed this here on this pricing page. It actually has this navigation stuff. So actually, let's go in right now so I can fix that. But I have been doing some updates, so I don't even think I could even publish this right now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Yeah, it's exciting. Okay, let's go to, what was it? Pricing. This isn't pricing. Oh, get the name. Oh shit, what's going on here? Get title from, okay, hang on a second. Now I forgot how I built this damn page. Okay, components. This is the wrong source. Components. Name is, it shouldn't be navigation basic. It should be, hang on. I got to go in here. Components. Just pricing. Okay. Navigation name is pricing. Yeah, there's a few things here that aren't automated as much as I would like it to be. Okay, there's pricing, but there's no actual text for it. Let's go back here. Let's go into pricing. Basic 3. Maybe I'll type it out. 3-tiered. Sorry, I could zoom in a little bit here. Basic 3-tiered pricing table. I'll just leave that there for now. Publish that. But right, I do have changes that I think I've been working on that I don't want to publish just quite yet. So I actually can't even publish that. This update. That's okay. I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Where are we? Right. Close this. Actually, I don't want to close it down. I just want to move it over. Right. I don't know why I didn't do a toggle, because toggles are awesome. So yeah, let's put a toggle up here. And I think we could even, actually, let's make a different toggle. Let me just steal my own design here on my actual agency page. Pricing. So I got this toggle here. Yeah, we could make something like that. Okay, close that. Can I paste this? All right, let's just have that just to look. Bum, 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 bum. Because we also, let's take a look at we do have a toggle here on off, but that's just a simple. I actually have seen some pretty neat ones where, hang on. Okay, let's input let's put a toggle in here. Toggle. All right, let's throw the toggle in. What state? Let's have it, it's on. Or it's almost like it has text. Actually, no. You know what we'll do? Maybe we can have it yearly. Let's say, I don't know, 25% off paid yearly, something like that. And then we can have that switch on this side. 14 and color. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to make a note here. Note. We can create different monthly, yearly price toggles. Yeah, those are almost components on their own. Because you can get pretty creative with those kinds of things, which is neat. I feel like this doesn't quite fit. It's tough because things aren't really designed here in terms of the colors, but then there's colors on here. I almost want to have a quick look to see. Let me see if I can get a little bit of inspiration here. Okay, let's go on the dribble and let's go pricing toggle. Okay, I like this one. This is actually a pretty simple one. This one's kind of cool for radio buttons. That's works well. And so normal pay, but I don't know what that says. That's in French. And I can't even read that. Okay. Yeah, and then it's the pill kind of thing. Yeah, build quarterly, build annually. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's just see. Build yearly, and then this would be save whatever 20%, and then on this side we can say like build monthly. And dun, dun, dun. Take this stuff. Where are these? Bill monthly, toggle. We're going to Shift A. Let's say price toggle. 12. Yeah, that's too much. Let's go 8. There we go. Not sure how to center this. If the pill should be centered in the middle or the whole thing centered like this somewhat. What makes the most sense? I don't know. Let's delete this because it's throwing me off. So let's create a couple more price toggles while we're here. So instead of a toggle, we need a radio. And I think we have some radio options. Yes, we do. So let's insert a radio. I'll call this bill monthly. And duplicate. Oops. What did I do? Bill yearly. And this one will, where did it go? And this state is going to be selected. And let's actually put in a tag. I think we have tags here. We do. Perfect. And save 20% with an exclamation mark. No exclamation mark. Then it looks like a jumble of characters. And I think we can change the color, can't we? We can with just the state, but maybe I can still. Yes, I can go in here and change the fill color. I think we'll want it to be. Oh, no, not that fill color. This one. This one. Yeah. Yeah, better. Is that better? Don't know. Okay. That's not bad. So we got monthly. Yeah, this one. So let's make this into another auto layout. Price toggle, I'll just go 2. Oh, actually, we also want this one to be in its own layout as well. This is yearly. And this one, because we want not very much space between these ones and these guys, let's go with 24. Something like this. Okay. Brent, you prefer the first toggle, this one here, as opposed to this one? Actually, let's delete this one. I know we got 2. Well, this one is the first, I guess. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a toggle as opposed to just like an individual click. Yep. But I guess the idea is to give people options. So, because there might be other weirdos out there that don't have as good taste as you and I. Okay. So I actually maybe. No. Better like that. Yeah, fair enough. It's like imagine a Webflow component library where there's only one variation of everything. Like every website has to look like this because it's perfect. And if you want to do anything different, well, then you have bad taste. Go somewhere else. Okay. All right. So, and I think let's do one more while we're here. And we're going to do the big pill one. So what do we need? We need a rectangle. Actually, let's start. Let's start with let's start with the actual, just the text. Bill monthly. So fill. Just keep this black for now. And what do we want to do? Auto layout for it. 12. And let's give it a fill. Just a light fill for now, just so we can see what's going on. Actually, I can't even see what the hell's going on with this one. What if you put the second version in a pill variant, where you have the monthly one wrapped in a light gray and the yearly one in a bit of a darker gray? I think that's what I'm doing here. Hard to explain. Yeah. What if you put the second version in a pill variant where you have the monthly one wrapped in a light gray? Yeah, let's see what I'm doing on this one, and let's see if I'm going in the right way of like what you're thinking. All right. So, actually, let's do this like this. And these things too, they're probably going to need some refinement as well too, because this is my kind of first go at putting things that are in my mind. So I'm sure probably over the weekend I might go in and adjust a bunch of different things. Okay, and then bill yearly, and then we go save like 20%. And then let's just say this is the selected one. And we need white. In fact, let's put this one. Let's take the text. Let's bold it because it's the selected. Or it could turn into a darker gray depending on the state it's in. Yeah. So if we want to be consistent with what we have so far, so we have checkbox and radios. So this is kind of the, I guess the design system or whatever that we're going with. So if it's not selected, it's just kind of gray, and then if it's hovered over, it's turned to blue, and then if it's selected, it's got orange on the inside. So I actually don't think I was following that just right there. And if we go into, I think we have, where are they? Where's the toggles? Toggles. So we kind of have these ones here as well too, where this is off and then on, and then I think this is hovered. I can't remember what the state is. Yeah, that's hovered and then disabled. So we kind of want to maintain this consistency with this kind of on-off thing. So, but this one's a little bit different because it's not quite an on-off. It's a, select this one or select another one. But I guess from a business owner's perspective, we want them to go with the yearly one because we want to get that cash up front so we can use it to, grow the business. So that being said, I need to flip this. Oh shoot, this is actually looking more like just the one that I just did, or the one that I already have on my site. So let's, here's the main one. And this is actually going to be filled with white. We're not going to have anything. I'm going to have stroke of 2 pixels. Okay. And we're going to go down here. Okay. So it's 56. Actually, that's not a bad size. So let's move this down to, what's half of 56? 28, I think. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's not how we want to do this. We want to do it like this. We want to Shift A. We want to bring this into a frame. So this is price, like pill. I don't know. Yep. Right. This is what we want. I reverted back to my old Photoshop days. Okay, stop it. Not good. This is Figma. This is better. Okay, what do I want to do? Oh, right. So I think we want to put, I think maybe, yeah, it's 2. Yeah, 2 on each side. And then we're going to have our stroke. Our border radius. I don't know, let's put it there for now. Stroke, no, on the outside, please. So something like this. So let me read your comment again. Where you have the monthly one wrapped in a light gray and the yearly one in a bit darker gray. So is this kind of something of what you're thinking, minus, you know, what the actual colors are going to be? And I wonder if we can even take these. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Pretty much, yes. Okay, awesome. Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, whoops. I keep doing that. I feel like there's some things that I could refine on with this design here. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. But I'm pretty sure we can make this better. But we're not going to worry about that right now. So we got this price toggle, price pill, price toggle. What is this? Just a note, right? So you go back in here. Actually, let's go here, go down here, go down here. Let's take these 3 for now. Distribute vertically. The monthly one doesn't really look like it's clickable unless there is a hover state. Yeah, there definitely will be. I know one thing that I'm not really paying too much attention here with these components when I'm designing is the hover state and getting into that high fidelity in this in these wireframes or mockups, whatever. But they're going to be obviously done in Webflow. But I see what you're saying. I don't know. I see what you're saying. Because I just know that if it goes too gray, it's fighting too much with your eye. Like, where do you look? And it's just off. Everything's just off balance as well. I don't know how to fix this. Unless it just doesn't even have a fill at all. Yeah, actually, that's much better. That's much better. Because then it just looks like a toggle that you can take it and slide it back and forth. Yeah. I wonder if it'll look better reversed. Validation. Excellent. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. It was like too many buttons being inside of like a button thing, and it's just making it not look right. Okay. We won't worry too much about these. Again, I'll take some time over the weekend to really solidify these designs, and things are going to change, I'm sure, as I keep trying to just make things as best as I possibly can. So this is almost like the initial sketch phase. Okay, so let's take this. I'm just going to throw these into like a component set, just so we can take the ones that we want. And should this one be bolded? I kind of like that. So then it's, you know that if you're going to get billed yearly, it's going to be a benefit to you. And maybe this could also just be a selected state for this one. Also, are you adding another pricing table for custom projects / requests, or another way to incorporate a way where visitors can apply for custom pricing? For instance, bigger teams, more tailored packages, or do they just edit the current table for custom pricing? For instance, for bigger teams / more tailored packages, or do they just edit the current table for a custom pricing? So what I would ask you, or kind of from what I'm hearing, is that might be something that you would think would be either interesting for you or something that you would like to see within this component. So to be honest, I haven't thought that far ahead because I'm just kind of building stuff right now and I haven't even really finished this. But yeah, having this contact us for, enterprise, versions or what have you. Like all these things you're saying, yeah, if there's custom projects or requests or what have you, I think that's good. Like even something here on the bottom. So it sounds like something that you would appreciate and probably other people would appreciate. So yeah, let's build it in. So, and that's the thing, whatever, I like to think of you guys as potentially being early adopters or people that might be in the industry and have an idea for what you would like. So tell me what you would like to see, and if it makes sense, then we'll build it. So I know like some of them are going to be super simple. Like people just want a pricing page. Hey, it's just A or B or whatever. Or even for me, it's like super simple, like one price and like that's it. Because I like simplicity. But some people like to complicate things too. So that works as well. All right, let's throw this in here. And actually, where can I put this down? I know where I can put this down. Let me just put this in Asana, actually. Components and templates. Oh, wait, I kind of actually just did that, but I'm going to write something down anyways. So improve on price switches from yearly to monthly. All right. Okay. So I took this out. Yeah, so the idea is for components is like if somebody's going to be using a pricing page component, is that hopefully that everything that they would want within a pricing page is going to be built in, and the things that they don't want, they can just kind of delete or remove. That's much easier than adding other things. Although even if it's just one thing, it might not be that big of a deal. It really depends on the skill level of the person that's actually going to be using the component library. So these are all great questions to understand who my customers are, who they're going to be, and that'll help me dictate on how I could best solve their problems and meet their needs. But yeah. Okay, so where are we? Components. Component 1. This is price switcher. Is that a good term for it? It's going to have to be for now. Okay. So let's throw all of these, Shift A. This is pricing, pricing model. Space between, let's go 48. That's kind of a lot. Let's go 24, center everything. And actually let's center this one here. Actually, and let's group this one, Control G, and let's just center the whole thing up and down. Okay. So this is one pricing page as an example. Actually, I lied. Let's take all this and let's actually just Shift A so it could be an auto layout. I feel like auto layout is almost like it's cheating. And I just want to use it for almost everything. But it's just so handy to be able to space things apart from each other like so easily. I love it. So price, container. I could come up with better names. Okay. Yeah, because I could just go here and I want this to be 48. That's too much. Everything's 24. Yep, we'll do that. Perfect. Still centered? Yes. Okay. So let's create another pricing table. And what should we do with this one? So this one, we want to have something with custom requests, actually. Okay. So with custom requests, excuse me, what do we need it to do? So enterprise level client. I need them to basically have a way to get in touch. Yep. What else? I mean, it just needs a title, a description, like who it's for. And then contact info. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you could do forms and stuff like that, but I don't think we want to get too confusing for a pricing page. Right. Okay. So let's move this out of the way because this is going to be different. So let's say we can start off maybe with a quick divider. I think 200 is what we have. And we could say something like, ooh, what just happened? I zoomed in on something. So need more. There could be something. I don't know if it makes sense here to worry about the wording, because the wording isn't really important. It's just the functionality. So it could be like looking for an enterprise solution. Something like that. Black. We offer custom built options that are tailored for whatever. Again, this is just dummy text for large companies with over 500 employees. And actually, I can't see the text now, so let's just make it a little smaller. Not bold, just regular. Contact us to learn more. Yeah, that's weak. Whoop, no. Like request a quote. Just throw that in there. I think I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking in terms of how we can improve on this. Because truthfully, I haven't spent much time thinking about this at all in terms of this as a feature on a pricing page. And there could be something else in terms of how do you put in like add-on pricing as well too, if there's something that somebody wants to add on. Custom built options that are tailored. That's not that are tailored for large companies. Yeah. I think a text link would fit nicely here instead of a button. Yeah, like just a large. I mean, there could be, yeah. There's so many different ways that you can do things. So, like I've seen it here, where like the contact us to learn more, where that is the link in itself, but then this text here is larger. Let's see if I can give this an example. You know, so this text 8:16. Like we're at 18. I got to zoom out a little bit. And then we'd have something like this, right? Where that's like a nice link, maybe underline it, whatever. Like something like this, where then you don't even have the button because you don't want to maybe distract it from all the other buttons on the on this page. I think this is one of those things too, where again, multiple different variations of this pricing page, or even of this like enterprise or custom kind of solution. Yeah, I like that too. I want to show, see if I can remember this site. Shoot, what's it called? Oh, come on, think. I can't think of it. Let me see if I start typing in something in the browser. Sorry, bear with me here. What the heck? So I think this site has like exactly what you're talking about. Oh, I think this is it. Right. There's this website here, focuslab.agency. It's not a pricing page because they do like branding, but they have this nice thing here like, hey, you want whatever, like here's this nice big button, like let's talk, let's have this talk, which is, I mean, it's not a button, but it's just text. So that looks like pretty slick. That's a really good kind of simple call to action, which is kind of cool. So is that kind of the design or style that you were thinking, or just something that's like in line in text like this? So we'll have to just do multiple variations. Okay. Where am I on this thing here? Oh, I'm in assets. Let's go back into layers. Oh, not necessarily. Yeah, but that works well. Yeah. Again, this has always been the problem and the trouble. I mean, it's not much of a problem, but it's thinking about making sure that the quality of the components that are available on Pixel, that they're all really high, and it's not diluted with, like 100 different pricing pages or components that all have just like a slight little tweak. Oh, here's one with the button. Here's one with it as a text instead. Here's one where it's just kind of all inline, where it's basically the same thing, but just kind of changing a few different things. But I get the point too, because Kevin will say, he'd be like, I just want to have what I need to have to get the job done, and don't make me do any more work, which is perfectly and totally valid. So this is where it's like, take the ego aside and take all this stuff. It's like, well, just do it, because it makes everyone's life easier. And that's kind of the whole point of Pixels, to make it easier for people to design things. Anyways, my struggles. Just think a text link would be better. Otherwise there would be too many buttons, in my opinion, kind of distracting. Yep. And the thing is, as well too, is what I'll say is that this here, I just put out the text just now, and I wouldn't even pair it with this, because this is way too much. So this thing here would actually be, can I just hide this? Yeah, it would just be something completely different, which I was going to get into, like actually building out a more balanced or more minimal pricing style to go with something like this, where it's like, hey, box 1, it's just option A, like maybe text, price. Option B, C, whatever. And then like, oh, enterprise or additional stuff. And then it makes it a lot easier and much more simpler, much more simple. So question, how is the line spacing of the text done? How is the question of the line spacing done? Do you mean this line spacing between these and these ones? Well, I haven't done anything yet, because like I said, I'm just kind of throwing this in and just kind of playing around. So this is really sandbox playing and just kind of figuring out what works. Or do you mean this line spacing at like 120% for the line height? If that's what you mean, I mean, I do have some text styles that I've created for this project. So we have some heading styles, subtitle, and paragraphs and links. And those ones have the default line spacings set. I have them set at 120, some at 130. I still need to play around with what works. And every font is different as well too. So different fonts look different with different line spacing, but we're kind of working with this one. With this inter font, so we might as well make it look nice with this one. So I don't know if that quite answers your question, Rolando, if I'm thinking of something else or if it's another piece that you're asking. But if it's about this specifically, this isn't done yet at all by any stretch of the imagination. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so right, I know. Okay, so what I'm going to do on this page, I'm going to create simple pricing pieces. Actually, I'll just do this real quick. I only have about 5 or so minutes left because my son has a class starting at 5 o'clock, so I have to drive him there. So, where's the hidden one? Where is it? Okay. And I'll work on this tonight. And then tomorrow, you guys come see the finished product. So actually, okay, we'll get back here. Now I'm trying to rush and everything's getting all over the place. Price tier, that's all of them. Oh no, this is just one. Delete that one. Delete that one. Okay, so we have one left. Let's take it out. Where did it go? Get rid of this. Even get rid of this. So basically, I'm thinking something like this, where you have 3 simple options, and then there could be another box down below that'll say, hey, looking for something a little bit more? Click here. And then there could be different variations on how we do those, like this actual enterprise kind of box kind of thing. Yeah, that was it. The 120. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The line spacing. Yeah. Cause I usually in Webflow, I do 1.2 EM as kind of like the base line height to kind of make it consistent. So you kind of put it at 120, 120%, which I think is 1.2 EM. I think it's about the same. I think that math is right, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, play around with that. Work in progress, but we'll get there. And yeah. And I think that'll look good. So we'll probably end up having, in my mind, probably about 4 or maybe 5 different pricing blocks. And then we got to figure out if we want to have like all the different variations with the different types of pricing switchers as well too. So I don't know. Again, that, if there's 4 of these different price switchers and then 4 of the different variations of pricing, then that you multiply it. So that would mean there's 16 different pricing pages and different pricing components. And I don't know if I want to end up having that many, but maybe we do. I don't know. So we're just gonna have to see what's gonna make the most sense for pixel pieces. So, sorry, a little bit of abrupt stop here. I didn't quite finish at least even the second pricing model, but that's okay. I'll keep plugging away tonight, and we'll be back at it tomorrow to try to get these things done. So, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking the time. Thank you for all the discussions. Always great as usual. And we gotta go. Yeah. Okay. Wrapping up. So there we go. I have to go before I get in too big of trouble. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. And we'll see you back here again tomorrow for another stream.